Hello and welcome to vlogmas day 9. Today I thought I'd tell you about my most anticipated reads for 2024 so far. I've seen a few other people making these lists and they've got 20 plus books on this list, but the books that I'm deeming my most anticipated are the ones that I've gone out of my way to pre-order. The first book on my list is another Ali Hazelwood debut. I feel like when people talk about an established author having debuts, it confuses my tiny little brain a little bit because I'm like, they're already an author, how is it a debut? But they're often debut in different genres. So this year Ali Hazelwood released her YA debut, though I would argue it was new adult rather than young adult, but that's a different conversation. But she has her paranormal fantasy debut coming out next year with a book called Bride, which is, I believe, vampires and werewolves and everything we loved about Twilight growing up. Ali Hazelwood is absolutely a for the fans author. Her first book, The Love Hypothesis, is based off or either inspired by or something to do with some Star Wars fan fiction that she wrote, which she then converted into original fiction. I feel like Ali Hazelwood is an author for the fan fiction girlies, and I'm obsessed. I've loved all of her books. I don't think I've rated any of them lower than 4 stars. I'm really excited to read her fantasy debut next year. Then the next book I've pre-ordered, I've done these in release order just because I'm reading them off my 2024 releases calendar in my book journal. And the next book on my list is A Touch of Chaos by Scarlett St. Clair. This is the series that has taken years off my life in the amount of times I've had to explain it. A Touch of Chaos is the conclusion to the series that started with A Touch of Darkness. A Touch of Darkness is the first book in an overarching series about Hades and Persephone, the characters from Greek mythology. A Touch of Darkness is told from Persephone's perspective, and then there is a trilogy of books told from Persephone's perspective. There is also a companion trilogy of books told from Hades' perspective that starts with a game of fate. So there's 3 books in each series and you're meant to read them in an alternating order, but I didn't do that because I can't read, apparently. A Touch of Chaos, the new book that comes out next year, is the conclusion to both of those series. So there won't be a Hades perspective. It's going to be a dual perspective story, so it's told from both Persephone and Hades' perspective, and it takes each of these individual trilogies and brings it to a conclusion. The next book on my 2024 releases list that I have pre-ordered is But Everyone Feels This Way, How an Autism Diagnosis Saved My Life by Paige Leal. I've been watching Paige's TikToks for a really long time, and it was Paige talking about autism that first made me understand that I might be autistic as well. I've been on a waiting list for a diagnosis for over 2.5 years now, but I'm kind of comfortable enough with my self-diagnosis that I almost comfortably call myself an autistic person, but that's another video for another day. I found Paige through her autism content, and she has continued to make autism content on TikTok and also on YouTube over the past couple of years, and she has her book coming out next year, which I'm so excited about. It comes out on the 17th of April, and I'm really excited to read about her perspective on so many other aspects of autism. I think she's a really eloquently spoken person and very upfront and honest about what life with autism is like. I thoroughly recommend her content if you don't follow her already. I think it's incredibly insightful content for an autistic person, but also if you're someone who doesn't fully understand the nuances of autism, which isn't a criticism, but I think if you're open to learning more about it, you can be way more supportive of the autistic people in your life, and Paige is a really great and accessible way of learning more about the neurological disorder. And the last book on my 2024 pre-orders, highly anticipated list, whatever you want to call it, is another Ali Hazelwood book, because she has another contemporary romance, probably in the STEM field, coming out next year. It's called Not in Love. It comes out on June 11th and I am absolutely buzzing for it. I think Ali Hazelwood has skyrocketed to becoming one of my favourite authors. She's an auto-buy author. Ali Hazelwood's a really solid author for me. I've enjoyed all of her work and I'm really looking forward to both of the books that are coming out next year. Though if she carries on at this rate, those aren't going to be the only 2 books she comes out with next year. So more Ali Hazelwood content for me and I'm buzzing. So this video is a little bit shorter today. I've had so many complications with filming today and accidentally deleting footage, so I hope that's okay. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a fantastic day and I'll see you tomorrow for another Vlogmas video. Bye!